What is up, my fellow beasts? Welcome back to a new Apex Legends video. Today I want to talk about 10 mistakes only noobs make in Apex Legends, and pretty much I decided to kind of like put common mistakes on this list because, you know, we're talking about noobs, so I didn't want to go too crazy with these mistakes, too technical, too whatever. And pretty much today I'm not bringing you guys a face cam just because, you know what, I wasn't feeling pretty today. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, damn, today I'm feeling ugly. No, I'm just kidding. So let me know in the comment section below how many of these mistakes you guys still make. Do you play Apex Legends like a noob? Find out next.
Warning, the following video is so manly that it can make a woman grow a beard. So if you are a little Justin Bieber, proceed with caution.
So this is not on a specific order. First we have the first mistake on this list only noobs make in Apex Legends is using the Mozambique. Not the Mozambique, because there's no Mozambique in this game. The Mozambique is in Titanfall 2, and it's a freaking beast. This one is a piece of poop. It is so freaking garbage. That's why it is called the Mozambique. Because it is so weak, you might as well punch people in the face. You might as well use the melee. In fact, I think the melee might be better than the Mozambique. This thing is so bad that no good player wants to pick up this bad boy. So the only time you will see players using this thing is in the beginning when the match starts, when they have nothing else. If after the first minute or two you still see a guy using a Mozambique, it's because he's a freaking noob and he does not know. He does not know what he's freaking holding. The damn thing is so bad. I think it kind of helped me get 2 kills on this clip, and then I got another kill on another clip. But yeah, I had to sweat for those kills. And then we have mistake number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Now waiting for their teammates to get their banner card when they die. So when noobs die, if they're not revived, a lot of them immediately will leave the game. So this kind of, I think nerds do this the most, but you know what, it also makes them a noob, because in this game is special because everyone has a chance of coming back to the game after they die, and this doesn't just happen 1 time or 2 times. It can happen, you know, several times, right? There's no limit for respawning people. Well, there's a limit of respawn beacons in the game, but as long as you have a respawn beacon, you can revive your boys. And it pisses me off when I'm super close to getting them back into the game and they just freaking leave. They have no freaking faith. Just spectate your boys a little bit, see what they're doing, right? If they got your banner card and there's no one in the way, if they're making their way onto a respawn beacon, just freaking let them do it, right? You're gonna be back into the game, right? You're gonna be able to keep playing. And another mistake people make, this is still connected to respawning teammates, is when they go to a respawn beacon, when you are respawning your boy, right, don't just stare at the machine. Look around. You can look around and try to see if there are any enemies coming from behind. A lot of people just you know, stare at the machine and they don't know they can turn around. And then we have mistake number 3. This one pisses me off a lot. Long range gunfights. So many times I'm with my random teammates and I spot an enemy at like sniper range and I mark the enemy. I ping the enemy so that my boys know that, yo, there's people over there. So if we go over there, we gotta be careful. And you know what? They start shooting their SMGs and whatever across the map. It's not gonna do anything. You're just wasting bullets. And the worst part is that you're making noise. You're giving away our position. Now we cannot sneak up behind them anymore. And most likely 1 or 2 teams are gonna hear the noise and they're gonna come from behind. And we're probably going to die. It happens a lot. Just because I pinged someone across the map, it doesn't mean we have to start shooting them. It's just so that you guys know they are over there. So yeah, this mistake pisses me off a lot. Then we have mistake number 4, being a bad teammate. And being a bad teammate kind of like includes a lot of things. Like, for example, when the match starts and you drop in a building, a lot of people will just grab everything. They won't leave a few, like a gun for your boys or whatever. They will carry 2 guns. They will carry a bunch of shields, a bunch of med kits and whatever. Oh my god. I'm chewing bubblegum and I almost swallowed the bubblegum. Oh my god, I almost died live here making a goddamn video for you boys. But anyways, a lot of times you're carrying 2 guns and your boy is running around with fists only. Like he has nothing and you have 2 guns and you see that your boy has nothing. And still, you don't drop your secondary weapon. Drop something for your boys. Like you're running around, you just finished fighting people. You have a bunch of shields and you see that your boy has been running around without his freaking shield, and you're not dropping shields for your boys. You're playing as medic and your boy has no freaking health and you're not giving him the dock, right? Like for example, you just finished respawning your teammate, which is being a good teammate, but at the same time you're being a bad teammate because you respawn your boy, then you walk away and he comes down without anything and you didn't drop a freaking secondary for your boy. You didn't drop like the care package from Lifeline for your boy, right? He has nothing. He has fists only. There are no guns nearby. What are you expecting him to do with fists only? And then we have mistake number 5, Rambo reviving with Lifeline. Just because you are the combat medic, it doesn't mean you gotta Rambo revive with Lifeline. It is a bad idea. Even though you get a shield, even though you revive people faster, most likely you are going to die if you do it, if you Rambo revive. Never do it. I think that a lot of people who do this are definitely noobs, and they're like, oh my god, I haven't done anything yet. I'm playing as the combat medic. My boys are down. Let me do something. This is my moment to shine, right? I'm gonna go pick them up, and they're gonna look at me like I did something good. And then he dies, everyone dies, and like you're gonna have to play to start another game. Never Rambo revive. Give it a second. Try to see if there are still any enemies nearby. And if you have to let your boys die, let them die, man. Run for your life and then hide for a little bit or whatever. Come back, get their banner card, and then respawn them. And then we have mistake number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Not knowing when to run. Not knowing when to rush. Not knowing when to freaking hide. You gotta know this stuff. So, let me spit my bubblegum. There we go. Like, I've seen a lot of videos lately about Apex Legends, tips and tricks and whatever, and a lot of these guys are like, you gotta rush, you gotta rush. You see someone, you don't hide, you don't let him pass, you always rush, shoot him, whatever. No, you're not gonna do that if you are a freaking noob, right? If you're not that good at the game, you don't want to always be, like, rushing people. So, you gotta know when to run. Like, for example, if both of your teammates just died in front of you and you know that there's at least 2 enemies nearby, you're not gonna try to fight them. Yeah, your boys are down, you're not gonna be able to pick them up, most likely you're gonna die, so you're gonna have to run for your life. Run towards a balloon, right? Run towards a nearby building. Get on the rooftop. Try to see if the enemies go away, then go over there and get the banner cards from your teammates so that you can respawn them, right? Like, only rush if you see that enemies are close to you. Don't be running around like a headless chicken across the map to fight a squad you just saw across the map, right? And as I said, don't start long-range gunfights that are not gonna do anything good for you, and you know, stuff like that. And then we have mistake number 7, not disabling Gibraltar's shield when you're scouting. So if you're scouting, if you're just looking for people, right, especially in the final fights, don't be aiming down the sides looking for people with Gibraltar shield on, because you will look like a Christmas tree from a mile away. You will give away a position and that might get your whole team killed. So unless you see enemies and unless they see you, never have Gibraltar's shield on. And then we have mistake number 8, not using doors. Now you might be, what? We're talking about not using doors. Who cares about doors, right? Doors are very important in this game. They're very important because, let's say you see an enemy and he's going to enter a building. If you stand behind the door, the enemy is not going to be able to open the door. play smart. Let's say someone is shooting at you outside the building. You can open the door and kind of like use the door as a shield. You can look through the door, see where the enemy is. If they push you, you pop out and shoot them, then hide behind the door again. Like, you can do so many things. If you're playing as Caustic, you can plant a trap behind the door and people will not see the trap, and then they will get hit by it. And I do this especially in the bunker. I open all the doors and then I plant traps behind them, and you know what, it kind of works. It doesn't get them killed, but it makes them waste medkits and stuff like that. And I mean, you can use doors to kind of like get on top of buildings that are very tall, and you wouldn't be able to get on top of them without using the door. You climb the door, and then from the door you climb to the rooftop. And I mean, you can punch doors and break them if they're being blocked by a trap or something. So there's a lot of stuff, but the main thing is that when you go into a building, always close the goddamn doors, because when enemies open the doors, it makes noise and it will give away their position. And then we have mistake number 9, not pinging enemies while you are down. Just because you are down, it doesn't mean that it is over yet. You're still in the game. Mark where the enemy is. A lot of people just give up. They're like, oh, I'm dead. He's not going to be able to revive me. I'm not going to do anything, right? Or I'm just going to wait and see if he's going to revive me. No, ping the motherfuckers. That way, your teammate most likely will be able to kill the enemy, and then he will be able to pick you up. But if you're not pinging the enemy, then he doesn't know where he is. Your teammate doesn't know where the enemy is, and most likely he is not going to try to save you because he's afraid to die. And finally, the last mistake on this list is also pretty cheeky, not killing downed enemies who have a gold knockdown shield. So if an enemy is on the ground and he has a gold shield protecting him, never leave him alive, right? I know that many times you're gonna have to leave downed enemies alive for a little bit just because you're fighting someone else. But if you see a guy with a gold shield, I mean, throw a grenade at him or something. You gotta kill him as fast as possible because he's gonna be able to revive himself. You don't need to immediately kill all the other guys that are down with normal shields, purple shields, blue shields, but the ones with a gold shield, you gotta kill him immediately, because otherwise they're gonna revive themselves and they're gonna come from behind and shoot your ass. So these are the 10 mistakes I chose for this list. If I forgot about anything else, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.